You're awake! Oh, my Dark Master, I'm so excited to be able to speak to you this way. Yes, please forgive me for tying you to the bed. I know you haven't awakened yet, so I had to make sure you wouldn't try to escape before I could perform the ritual. But please understand that I only did it because I know that you'd command me to do it if you had all your memories. Well, if you had your memories, you wouldn't have to command me to... Well, you get what I mean. Of course! How silly of me. Forgive me, Dark One. I'm sure you must be very confused. Allow me to explain to you why I brought you here. You see, I am your most loyal devotee. Well, at the moment, I'm your only devotee. It all started several years ago. At one point in my life, things were less than ideal. I was having no luck with my love life. I couldn't hold a job for very long, and my relationship with my family was strained. One night, I ate some food that was more than a little odd. I was short on funds, so I didn't want to waste anything. That night, I had a vision. I mean, most simple-minded mortals would have said it was food poisoning-induced fever dream, but I know better. In that vision, I learned of the Forgotten Ones, ancient gods who lay dormant, but would one day awake and remake the world to their liking. Of all the Forgotten Ones, one stood out to me. Kiresh, the ruler of the night. The very next day, I laid aside all my petty, worldly sorrows and established a cult in honor of the Master of Darkness. Oh, it was liberating! From that day forward, I didn't have to worry about anything except spreading devotion to Kiresh. Although, it hasn't been going very well. I'm honored that I was blessed with such knowledge, but being the only one to see that vision means that everyone I talk about it to doesn't believe me. They all say there are better ways of disappointing your parents, or, hey, you should read a book about that. Anyways, one day I was passing out pamphlets when I saw something just as amazing as that vision. It was you! You were just standing there, waiting to meet someone. But I just couldn't take my eyes off of you. You looked perfect. Like you didn't belong in this world. Oh, I could feel my stomach twist into knots, just like it did the night I had the vision. In fact, the sensations were even more intense than it was back then. That's how I knew. To any other mortal in this world, you would appear as a mere human. An amazing, wonderful, perfect human, but just human. But I know the truth. You are Kiresh incarnate. Simply taking the form of a person. Shh. I know. I know you don't think you're Kiresh. I couldn't work up the nerve to speak to you at first, so, well, I started following you around, observing you. It was clear that you believed yourself to be the mortal you appeared to be. It took me a long time to understand what was happening, but after some research and some more visions I got after drinking some rancid milk, I understood your intentions. You had to take this form to slip past Gyatra, your older sister, and Oreg, your younger brother. They forced you into an agreement to descend upon this world together and split it evenly. But, cunning as you are, you devised this plan to arrive early and claim all the spoils for yourself. I am honored beyond words that you subconsciously reached out to me through your dreams, preparing me with the knowledge to free you so that you can begin your conquest. After that, Oh, it was simply a matter of drugging your lunch that you always eat in the park. I brought you back here and, well, I guess you know the rest. And now, allow me to untie you so you can participate in the awakening ritual. Of course, I'm keeping your hands tied behind your back, and you're still leashed to the bedpost by your ankle. I promise I'll release you completely once you've awakened. The ritual is quite simple, although it took me 3 loaves of moldy bread for me to see the proceedings clearly enough to mimic. I made this incense from the leaves of the blackwort plant, which was formed from drops of your blood after your mighty battle with your father, he of no name. But before I burn it, we need to add something. Blood. This plant sprang from the blood of your ethereal form. But we'll also need the blood of your mortal form, and that of your followers. Well, follower, singular. Oh, no. It's nothing drastic. Just a single drop from you, and a single drop from me. Please, cunning one, try to hold still. The ceremonial knife is... Well, I bought it because it looks really cool. But it's old, and parts of it are rusty. If you don't hold very still, I might get you with the rusty part and not the clean part. I don't want to cause any undue pain to you, my master. There, perfect. Now to light the incense and recite the incantation. Breathe in deep, and remember your true nature. O Koresh, ruler of night, keeper of darkness, the one who lives unseen. Since before time you have skulked and lied and manipulated from within the true shadow. The time is at hand for you to hide no more, but to bring about the age of midnight. Darkness shall fall, and you will walk brazenly and openly among mortal kind. Your rule shall be wise and great and terrible, and all shall live under your shadow as you once lived under ours. Awake, mighty Koresh! Well, nothing really feels different. Shouldn't your mortal form melt away, revealing your glorious visage? What about your dark minions wriggling out of the shadows? Something? Anything? I don't understand. That should have worked, I'm sure of it. Was the blackwort not closely related enough to your ethereal body? No, that can't be. It sprang from your very blood. There couldn't possibly be any closer connection. Was it my fault? Am I not devoted enough? But I live for you, breathe for you. How could I not be enough? Huh? You think that maybe you're not really Koresh? No, that can't be right. I mean, the way I feel when I look at you. What else could cause these feelings? I mean, when I'm near you, my thoughts get all jumbled and my heart feels like it's gonna leap out of my mouth. Surely it's because of your godly aura. A crush? No, that's not it at all. This is way beyond just infatuation. I mean, it's even more than love. Or I assume so. Oh, I never really... Anyway, the way I feel about you is special. Nobody could feel this way towards a mere human, I'm sure of it. Nobody else in the world. Wait. Nobody else. That's it. That's what's wrong. I've reached the mortal limit of worship and devotion, but your perfect divine form couldn't possibly be awakened by one mere mortal, no matter how zealous. You're gonna need more followers. This is going to be tricky. I've been trying to spread word of your glory, but I haven't gotten any bites yet. It's due to my own lowly nature, I'm afraid. I've never been very charismatic. But I'll just have to try harder. I've been giving people pamphlets and things, but maybe I should be more aggressive. I know. I'll go door to door. I bet loads of people would want to join if I go to them where they live. I mean, who wouldn't want to take time out of their day to listen to a carefully prepared speech from a stranger out of the blue? Okay, I'm going to have to work this all out. In the meantime, please get back in bed so I can tie you back down. Oh, please don't give me that look, devious one. I should be the one groveling at your feet, not the other way around. And besides, surely you understand the importance of all of this, even without your memories. I was only able to capture you by taking advantage of your currently limited senses. Now that you're aware of me, I couldn't possibly hope to outwit the great trickster. I'd never be able to get you back here again. All right, then. I'll just have to put you back myself. I know I look petite, but I'm actually pretty strong. Come here. Much better. Since you'll be staying here a while, I'll be sure to get some more comfortable pillows and sheets. Don't worry, Master. You'll be free from your fleshy prison soon. Oh, and before I go, I just wanted to say, just remember that no matter how many other followers you get, I'll always be your most loyal of servants. I'll always be here to serve you, oh glorious Dark One. Awaken, my Dark Master. I have wonderful, wonderful news. It's taken much blood, sweat, and toil, but I've managed to gather more followers. Oh, I assure you that I will release you soon. Together we will free you from your prison of flesh and bring you to power. As it is prophesied, you will peel away from your mortal form and take your place as ruler of this base, wretched world. Yes, I know you meant that you wanted me to unchain you. Please understand, I am acting in your best interests. Without your memories, you believe yourself to be a mere mortal. I know you don't think you want this, but when you are returned to your true self, you'll understand that I was only aiding you in your dark purpose. I have prepared a ritual room more appropriate for the occasion. In a moment, I'll bring you there to meet your new worshippers. It was quite an ordeal to get them all here. If I'm being honest, I don't think very many of them truly believe in you. At least, not yet. And those that do seem to think that you'll give them something in return for releasing you. Worry not. I am only making use of them. You are not obligated to honor their wishes. But until the ritual is complete, please play along. I hope you'll forgive me for not giving you the following that you deserve. They are lacking in faith and devotion, but I will do my best to make up the difference. Hopefully their presence and their blood will be sufficient to complete the ritual this time. Now, I'll unchain you from the bed, but I'll keep a grip on you. In your current state, you can't overpower me, so please don't try. I intentionally underfed you to weaken your mortal side to make the ritual go more smoothly. This way, my master. The rest of the cult of Koresh awaits. Oh, devotees of Koresh, bow your heads. Your master stands before you. Do not be fooled by their weak mortal prison. This one is beyond all possibility of doubt, the master of darkness. Through our combined efforts, we will awaken our revered master and establish a kingdom of shadow and fear in their name. Before we begin the ritual, Master, I promised some of your new followers that I would introduce you. First, we have Aaron, the first aside from me to join your cult. He thinks this will be a good way of freaking out his parents, which I suppose is true. Next is Natasha. She owes me a favor. Here we have a group I met hanging out under a local bridge. They humbly request that when you come to power, you provide them with women and booze. Their words. We also have the local chapter of the Paranormal Investigation Society. They have asked that in exchange for their participation, you eliminate the Royal Institute of Skeptics, who they seem to dislike. Now, let's begin. As before, I will take a drop of your blood, Master. Please hold still. Now, each of you will come forward and add a drop of your own blood to the bowl. Yes, that includes you, Aaron. I told you we wouldn't be making a blood sacrifice. Just come here and get it over with. Good. Now, everybody chant, just as we practiced. Just to remind you, Master, take a deep breath in of the smoke once I light the incense and start the incantation. The black wart, which sprang from the blood of your ethereal form and the blood of your physical form and that of your followers, will unlock your memories and allow you to regain your full might. O Karesh, ruler of night, keeper of darkness, the one who lives unseen. Since before time you have skulked and lied and manipulated from within the true shadow. The time is at hand for you to hide no more, but to bring about the age of midnight. Darkness shall fall, and you will walk brazenly and openly among mortal kind. Your rule shall be wise and great and terrible, and all shall live under your shadow as you once lived under ours. Awake, mighty Karesh! Well, do you feel any different, my master? Is it still not enough? I don't know what else I can do for you. I'm not charismatic enough to draw people to the cause. Is this it? No, I'm not giving up so easily. Everyone, more blood. Quiet, Natasha. You're still bleeding from the plick, so why do you care? More blood. Now. Okay, let's try this again. Back to chanting. O Karesh, ruler of night, keeper of darkness, the one who lives unseen. Since before time you have skulked and lied and manipulated from within the true shadow. The time is at hand for you to hide no more, but to bring about the age of midnight. Darkness shall fall, and you will walk brazenly and openly among mankind. No, wait, mortal kind. Your rule shall be. It's not real, is it? I made all of it up. I had a stupid fever dream and ran with it. I spent months chasing some sort of freakish fantasy. I kidnapped somebody. I kept you in a dark room and starved you. What have I done? I can't believe Hey, are you okay? You look sort of... What is happening? Wait, is this... Yes, I knew it. Awaken, Master of Darkness. Rise, O mighty Karesh. What is happening to them? It's like everyone else is being drained of their blood. Wow. Oh, wow. I don't think I was ready for this. Oh, jeez. I thought peeling away from your mortal form was metaphorical. Well, I think I'm gonna do this. Did it work? Do you remember yourself, mighty Koresh? Then it is true. Oh, my glorious master. I am so thrilled to see you in your true form. I am so sorry that I doubted you, even for a moment. Of course, I will gladly accept instruction from you, my master. What exactly was I misinformed about? Oh, so you haven't reached full strength then? Please excuse my ignorance. To my weak mortal eyes, you appear to be absolutely radiating power and darkness. Was the ritual not designed to grant you all of your power? I was under the impression that... I apologize from the deepest depths of my heart. You are completely correct. That ritual was severely lacking. A dark god of such power as yours deserves better. It was entirely due to my own failings. I am so terribly sorry that my weakness led to an incomplete resurrection. Was there anything else I did wrong? I see. When the instructions said the high priest must bask in glorious despair, I assumed it meant that I was successful. So, when I started to give up hope, that was actually what the ritual was missing? Wow. If not for that, I would have never been able to awaken you. In that case, please accept my most heartfelt words of contrition. If it is pleasing to you, O ruler of the night, I will offer all of my remaining lifeblood to you in penance. Though, actually, back there, everyone else had their blood drained. That was so you could draw as much power as you could from them, right? Why was I alone spared? Really? Even after all of my mistakes? Am I still worthy of being your high priestess? I am honored. I swear to you, I will never fail you again as long as I live. Thank you, my beloved master. If possible, I would like to begin righting my wrongs immediately. Is there anything I can do for you? Your visions taught me so much, but there is still so very little that I know about your needs. Does a god require food? Of course. Let's see. I think one of my neighbors keeps some live chickens. Would those do as a sacrifice, at least for now? Then I'll fetch some immediately. Oh, before I go, how do we go about bringing out your full power, Dark Master? Is it possible to do so? I would never forgive myself if I learned that this was permanent. More followers? Yes, of course. I'll do my best. I haven't had much luck prior to this, but I can figure something out. Wait, really? You'll help me? Oh, you're so generous. With your aid, people will flock to you. We'll be able to find a home more fitting for your glorious self, get you proper sacrifices. I'm so thrilled. Okay, I'm going to go and get those chickens. After I provide you with your sacrifices, I'd love to hear a little bit more of your plans for this world. If it pleases you to do so, of course. Master, I am so happy I was right. I will remain your most devoted worshipper of all time. My master! I bring ties collected from your followers. I wasn't expecting so much gold. It seems that people are traveling from afar to see you and are bringing gifts to earn your favor. I think these will make a lovely addition to your tabernacle. It started to get a little cramped in here, though. I put this tabernacle together for you on short notice, and it doesn't exactly suit a being of your splendor. But work on your new temple is progressing nicely, Master. Those vile rebels who dared attack your holy kingdom make excellent slaves. Those pathetic fools bring the massive labor force that you needed right to your doorstep. Oh, it's been wonderful with you here in your full glory, Master. Your rule has been great and terrible. It has been so gratifying to see you wield your great power against this vile, sinful world. Slowly but surely, it's becoming a realm where your dark influence reaches every corner and every soul. To think that there was even a moment where I'd begun to doubt your glorious majesty. I am still so very ashamed. Truly, your mercy is so vast to forgive me for that misstep, my master. It was difficult back then, trying to see past your mortal disguise, relying on fever dreams for instructions. Nobody would listen to me. Nobody would believe me in my prophecies. Those were trying times. And yet, sometimes I look back on them with fondness. Back to those days where it was just you and I, all alone. Oh, and, well, there's a crowd forming outside. Word has spread that you were looking for new priests and priestesses. Frankly, they disgust me, Master. None of them are suited for your dark radiance. I would never dare impose, but it is my humble opinion that you shouldn't accept even a single one of them. I can handle that, though. If you require more worship and more sacrifice, then let me take care of all of it as your high priestess. No, Master, I don't need help from anyone. I am enough, I swear. I have more reverence and devotion for you in my little finger than there is in that entire crowd. You don't need anyone else. Forgive me, Master, I go too far. But you have empowered me to be your high priestess. I take the quality of your devotees very seriously, as I should. You're already so powerful. Surely we have the luxury of waiting until some truly high-quality worshippers arrive. In the meantime, I can redouble my efforts. Even triple. I'll be everything that you need me to be. It's only natural that I, the only one who could see who you truly were before the ascension, be the one that can provide for your needs. Yes, but... Well, what about spies? Surely the worst thing that could happen right now is for vile spies to be allowed into your sanctum. Nobody knows that you're not at full strength yet. But what if that were to change? My most heartfelt apologies, my master. Of course, I should never say such things aloud. I'll scour my own tongue for speaking such blasphemies in your presence. But surely my point stands. Every single one of those supposed worshippers is a potential threat. Why, if it were up to me, I'd sacrifice them all to you. If they're truly so devoted, let them give their lives up to you. I was willing, so why shouldn't they be? I've served you well up to this point, haven't I? Surely we can find a way to continue on the way things are. Oh, I know. In my dreams, I saw that you can bless mortals with power. With such a blessing, I could easily keep up with your needs. Come to think of it, why haven't I received this blessing already? Surely there's no one more deserving than me. Well, that's true, of course. It's your power to do with as you please, but I can't. I can't just drop this. Master, you must give me the chance to prove that I can serve you alone. I won't drop it. You heard me. I refuse. I insist that you give me your blessing. Who was it who found you in your forgetful mortal state? Who cared for your mortal body and kept you from fleeing from your own destiny? Who restored you to your glorious god form? I did all of that, and what have I received in return? And I do understand that it is a great honor to serve you. I thank you personally for that honor every single day, but I have received nothing tangible. There has been no reward for my faithfulness. I didn't do it for a reward, but I need this reward in order to serve you properly. This is in your best interests. No, I would never dare to. I didn't mean it like that. Your divine wisdom exceeds mine 100-fold, but you must agree that... Master, what do you mean? No, please, Master. Who else could serve as your high priestess? I am the only one who loves and honors you enough. Please forgive me. Don't cast me out. At least allow me to explain myself, Master. You're right, I've overstepped, but I wasn't in my right mind. In your infinite mercy, don't send me away without letting me explain my state of mind. Well, you may recall that I had my first vision about you during a very difficult time in my life. It was just after a very, very bad breakup. It was the last link in a long chain of rejections. And it wasn't just with romantic partners. Families and friends were all cutting me out of their lives, all because they needed to move on. So when I received your divine revelation, I saw it as my chance to form a bond with someone that would last forever. You're ageless and eternal. I imagine that if I served you, then you would never feel the need to move on from me as long as I lived. But lately, you've gotten so busy. You've been having private audiences with important people, interviewing potential priests, screening all sorts of other followers. This is the first time in days we've been together alone. I know I shouldn't feel jealous. It would be vanity of the highest order to think that I should have you all to myself, but I just started to feel abandoned again, sometimes. If it comes down to the choice between sharing you or being banished from your presence forever, of course I should choose to simply learn my place. But I'm afraid that I might not have it in me to stand back and watch you leave me behind. I've been very, very foolish today. I know that, but I'm not certain that I can stop being foolish. Perhaps I was never cut out to be your high priestess. So I have a request. If you'll grant it in your boundless charity, rather than banishing me, please kill me and consume my soul. I'd much rather have my soul absorbed into your incredible might than be forced to leave you. Please, Master. I know I don't deserve it, but please. After all I've done, even if my reasons were a bit selfish, please grant me this heartfelt request. I... Too important. Me? I... Thank you, Master, but what does this mean for me? What will you do? Really? Really? Well, yes, of course. If I were to be permitted to sleep in your chambers every night, that would most certainly satisfy me. I'd be able to spend time alone with you every day, and it would be an honor nobody else could claim. Would you really grant me this honor after all of my disrespect? Oh, my dark master, you are truly gracious beyond mortal comparison. I will serve you forever and ever with every ounce of my being. Thank you, thank you. May I be permitted to rub this in anyone's face? Should they think even for a second that they are more favored by you than I am? There have been a few who have implied as much to me, those arrogant pigs. My apologies, Master. Of course, I will endeavor to be humble. Still, this makes me feel so much better about everything, just knowing you favored me so. Of course, the prospective priests. With your permission, Master, I will go and sort out the best ones. And I swear I won't return and say that none of them were suitable. If they aren't, then naturally it's my duty as the high priestess to whip them into shape. Right away, Master. I won't disappoint you. Never again for as long as I live.